All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining. Okay, guys. So sound check, sound check, sound check. Please do let me know. Do let me know. The last time we had a live section, it was actually terrible because I had issue with my audio. Okay, so right now I guess I'm fixing that already. So what I want you to do for me now is, if you are joining, okay, wherever you're joining from, just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Basically, I have some trades that I want us to look at this morning. Okay, we'll look at some of this setup this morning. It is Monday. Definitely, the market would always do what he wants to do, right? The market will always do what he wants to do. And what you and I are here to do is to look at, what we see on the chart and follow what we see on the chart, okay? Don't ever trade what you think, all right? Always follow what you see on the chart. And not. So if you can hear me loud and clear, can you just type a yes, okay? Let me know using the comment section that you can hear me loud and clear, all right? If I'm not breaking and all of that, just let me know so that I'll continue, because it won't be fair if what happened last time actually continued to happen. The audio last time was really bad, right? Yeah, it was really bad. But this time around, I guess I'm good. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Shitu, for acknowledging that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me loud and clear. I appreciate. All right. So, guys, let's jump right into it. I just want to do this. It is Monday. Okay. When activities resume fully, all right, when other markets comes in and the rest, there could be, from what I'm projecting right now, okay, I'm looking at BTC currently on a higher time frame, okay? So I want to see BTC push down to maybe that level of 59,800 or 59,700 again. Then from there, we can see a bounce to the upside, all right? This is just projections, all right? These are just projections. And normally what I do, guys, every day is I trade the daily range, okay? I trade the daily range, but for the week that is just starting, all right? I want to see the range for Monday. Okay, I want to see the range for Monday. I want to see, let me go to the daily time frame. Okay, I want to see the high of today's candle and then the low of today's candle, and that decision, that will give me a better picture to make decisions going forward, maybe from Tuesday, okay, Wednesday, until the week's end. All right, until we get to the looking at. All right, I want to see how today's candle closes. And if this thing continues to push down, all right, if this thing continues to push down, then I want to see this thing come down to that level of 58,000 before we bounce up again, all right? Actually, judging from what has happened in the past, anything that will make us go below this $58,000 level, then you can expect BTC going down to as low as maybe the 50,000. So how about now? How about now? Are we good? We should be good right now, right? Are we good? I don't know why I keep having issue with my audio. Um, please, can someone confirm? I believe we are back up. Are we good now? Okay. I mean that. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So since we are good, then we can proceed. All right, we can proceed. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for B. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Leon. Thank you, everyone, for confirming that. Sorry, so sorry. Okay, it is a new setup. All right, it is a new setup, so I'm still trying to get used to it and the rest. So we're always back and off and all of that. So don't worry, guys. We'll get better. Right? We can always do better, right? Okay, so for BTC, all right, for BTC, I'm looking at that level. So we'll continue to pay attention because if you look at the daily's range, okay, you can go use, for those of you who want to actually automatically spot at this, okay, there's an indicator that you can use for this daily range, okay. This is the high for yesterday, all right, you see that it's previous day high. We have the middle of that yesterday's range, okay, and then we have the daily low. Currently, BTC is below the daily low. I don't think this is just a liquidity graph, okay? So we are below that daily low. Remember, I'm looking at this on the 4 hours time frame. So this is below that daily low and it can continue to go down and down, which is why I'm looking at that area of 60,000, okay, down to 59,000 to start looking for trades to the upside, all right? With stop loss, maybe if I'm trading BTC, I put stop loss like a 3%, okay? If BTC dumps from my area of entry, and if it dumps by 3% or thereabout, I no longer want to be in that trade. All right, so that's basically what I'm looking at for BTC, and this will actually give us, I believe BTC will push down here and then push back up. I'm not sure yet, but let's see what happens. Okay, we will have something like this week that you see here previously, and then we'll push back up. Okay, so as I was saying before, I got interrupted by my audio and all of that. All right, I'm looking at meme coins. All right, those are the ones that I want to trade. PEPE, the likes of PEPE, Dogecoin, Shiba, and all of that. All right, so I'm going to share with you the levels at which I'm looking to enter some of those trades. Okay, I'm going to share. Let me start with breadth. All right, let me start with breadth. This thing dumped by over many percent. Is it 40% plus? Few days ago, and then immediately yesterday alone this thing was up by over 80% plus, okay, by over 80% plus. All right, so what I'm basically looking at currently, I'm on a short trade on breadth. All right, I'm on a short trade. Let me go because this is a 1 hour setup. Okay, I'm currently on a short trade on breadth. I took this trade last night and it has been going very well. Okay, so what I'm basically looking at, I'm looking to actually enter a trade in the opposite direction if we come clear this area down here at that level of 0.026025. All right, so those are the areas I'm looking at to enter a long trade to the upside. Okay, so I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm sure that this thing will come clear this area here before we go back up. Okay, so for a long setup, okay, I'm looking at that maybe from 25 or 27, okay, 0.025 or 27. So I'm looking to take a trade back to the upside. All right, this is what I'm currently looking at on bread, and then my stop loss for this trade will be around, let's do I'll do 10%. Okay, I'll do 10% for this, right? So I'll do 10% for this. Yeah, so anything around that area, that's about approximately 10%, okay? Anything around that 0.0242, okay, I'm ready to get out of this trade. But currently, the position I'm holding right now for this particular trade is a short trade, okay? I'm looking at the short trade, and I want to see as this is closing, I'm picking a trade back up to the upside, all right? So it all depends on the reactions we get when we get back to this level, all right? If we do, go below this level and all of that, then we could look for more confirmations to enter the trade and all of that. But this is basically what I'm looking at for bread. Okay, this is basically what I'm looking at for bread. This trade I entered last night. I'm not sure if you want to enter this trade, you can still go ahead and pick a trade, okay, to the downside, right? yeah, we are still basically, if you want to look at the yellow line or the orange line you see on my chart here is the 25 moving average, all right, the 25-day moving average. So if I go to my indicators, you see the spaceman beat is the spaceman level, okay, is the one I use for the daily range, okay, and then the EMA is EMA 25. That's basically what I'm looking at, all right. So if you look at this is sloping downward, all right. If you want to just base your decision, you know, with the moving average strategy and all of that, this is sloping downward. So I saw this came back to that moving average last night, and then that rejection, I immediately took a trade, and that is basically the one that I'm following. Okay, I plan to close at least half of my position when we get to this daily, the previous day low. All right, when we get to this previous day low, I'm going to close half of my position. Then I will allow the remaining one to continue to run. Okay, with the hope that this target will be achieved. Okay, that I'll be able to achieve this target down here, right? With the hope that I'll be able to achieve this target down here. So let's see how that goes, okay? Let's see how this will play out and all of that. So this is one of the trades that I'm looking at. This is one of the setup that I'm looking at, and I'm going to take this trade accordingly if it does plays out, all right? The next one I'm looking at is PEPE, all right? The next one that I'm looking at here is PEPE, but before we go ahead, let me just show you what PEPE is currently doing, okay? I spotted this, you know, descending triangle pattern here. I think I mapped out all of that on the chart. So let's see, let the chart load up so that you see what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. So we broke out of this trend line, but PEPE has been very weak, right? So we broke out of this trend line. So I spotted this descending triangle, and then eventually we broke out, okay? We went up there, right? And then came back to that trend line again, bounced up. But we don't have that strength to continue to go to the upside, right? We don't have that strength because there's a level here that we still need to actually, you know, break through before we know that PEPE will continue to go up. But from the look of things, PEPE is still looking very weak, okay? I don't know if you can see this trend line. Let me make it bolder. Yeah, you should be able to see that, right? So PEPE is still weak, and even if you are going to judge based on the daily range and all of that, this candle is below that daily range. This is the 8-hour candle, and this will close in the next 1 hour. All right, this 8-hour candle will close in the next 1 hour. So I see PEPE going down. Okay, I see PEPE going down, but what I want to see here is I don't want to see PEPE go below this area of 0.063. Okay, I don't want to see PEPE go below that area of 0.0163. But if it does, okay, if it does, I have the chance of, you know, shorting PEPE and hoping that I'll buy back if we do get down to 0.0049 or even 50, right? 0.0049 or 50. So two scenarios I'm looking at, okay? I'm waiting for this candle to close, all right? I'm going to the lower time frame to give you the setup. And then for the long setup, I'll be looking to buy PEPE when we get down to around that area of 0.00, okay, between 4.7 and 4.8, around this area, right? Anywhere around this area, that is where I'm looking to buy PEPE. Let me just map out that area for you, okay? I'm looking to buy PEPE if we do get down to this zone here, all right? That's where I'm looking to buy PEPE. So if I go to my 1 hour time frame, okay, so I want to see the reaction for PEPE right here. Remember, after breaking out of this trend line, we came back, rejected at that trend line, okay, and then started bouncing up. But what I'm looking at right now, okay, if PEPE goes below this level of 0.0063, okay, I'm going to be looking for short, all right? I'm going to be looking for short, but right now I want to see if PEPE can actually bounce from here to the upside, okay? So I'll map out that level there. Let me use this, okay, to mark that level. All right, so I don't want to see PEPE go below this area here. All right, so if we do have a bounce from here to the upside, then we can go ahead and start looking for long. But if not, once we go below 0.0062 or 63 or thereabout, then we can be looking to short PEPE and look to buy back when we get down to that level of 0.0048 or 47. All right, let me know the tokens you want me to look at. Okay, use the chat to let me know the tokens you want me to look at. Okay, the next one on my list, the next meme coin on my list is the WIF. All right, the next main come on my list right here is the WIF, and I'm equally looking at that range of a descending triangle from what you can see on my chart right here. Okay, yeah, so this is what I am basically looking at. Okay, let me make that trend line bolder so that you can see it clearly. Yeah, okay. So this is basically, the setup that I'm looking at. I'm looking to buy back, all right? If we do get down to 2.2, all right, $2.2 level, I'm looking to buy. That was my first entry, the one that gave me about 1,200. I think I closed that at 1,300, okay? PNL and all of that. So I'm looking to buy back at this area. This area has been holding on very strong, but if we do break below this area, guys, if we do break below this area, then, we can be looking at the next area, which should be around maybe 1.3 or thereabout, going down and all. But for now, all right, I want to see a bounce back from here to the upside. Okay, I want to see a bounce back from this area of 2.2. All right, for WIF, I want to see a bounce from this area of 2.2, okay, to the upside. So I'm still very bearish on this particular coin. I still want it to drop more. Currently, we're at that $2.6 level, right? I still want it to drop more, but why I can't enter any trade at the moment is because we are still above the previous day's low. All right, we are still above that previous day low. As you can see here, this is my previous day low. You can see the line here. All right, and then we came and swept that liquidity from here, so we are bouncing back up. So I don't know if this will continue to go up from here. All right, but what I'll basically do is if I go to the 4 hours time frame, okay, this particular candle that is trading right now, this particular green candle that is trading right now will close in the next 1 hour. So I'm not making any decision right now, okay? I'm not making any decision right now on this particular candle until it closes. So I'll make my decision after this candle closes, if it is going to close below the previous day low or above the previous day low, all right? If it does, and I see any momentum, any sign that this is going to go up, then I'll go ahead and take a long trade quickly to that trend line, which is around that $3 level. All right, if not, if we continue to go down, then guys, I'm ready to short this token. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. If we enter anywhere around, let's say 2.5, okay, and we're targeting this level down there, that will be around 12% move. Okay, 12% with a 10x leverage, you can get up to 120% PNL, right? Then from here, all right, if we do get down to this area down here, we can take it again down up to that $3 level. Okay, looking at 36, all right, maybe to 40% move from here to the upside. Okay, so that's basically what I'm looking at for WIF. So whichever one that played that first, I'm going to play with it accordingly. All right, okay, so that is for WIF. And then the other one for Dogecoin, yeah, I'm still looking at buying Dogecoin below 14 cents. All right, I'm still looking at buying Dogecoin below 14 cents. Let me go to that 8 hours time frame and show you what I'm looking at. Okay, all right, so this is what I'm looking at for Doge. All right, I can see all of the candle, almost all the markets are behaving the same way. All right, none of this is respecting that daily range. Okay, none of this is respecting that daily range of last week, which actually closes yesterday and all of that. None of this is respecting those levels, right? And this line you see here, I spotted this area of resistance or support, okay, on the weekly time frame, and currently this candle is below that area, right? So what I'm looking at for Doge is to get at that level of 12, all right, 0.128 or even 0.12 on the dot. That is where I'm looking at buying Doge to the upside. Okay, that's where I'm looking at buying Doge to the upside. All right, based on what has happened here in the past, the rejection we had here and all of that. So I want to see another one happen there. But if we do break below this area, then we can be taking Doge to maybe around 10 cents or even 0.09 and all of that. All right, so currently I'm not in any of these trades yet. Okay, I'm still waiting for confirmations, right? I'm not in any of these trades yet. But these are areas I'm looking at, right? These are the scenarios I'm looking at. I can either long or short depending on what I see in the market. All right. So let's wait to see a whole lot of volatility come into the market, a whole lot of activities. Don't rush into trades. Okay. I know some of you in the community are very patient. You don't have that patience of holding on to trades. There are trades you hold, it is not moving up, it is not moving down, and immediately you close the trade, it start going in your direction. So I don't want that to happen to you. That's why we keep waiting for confirmation. But whatsoever it is, all right, whatsoever the confirmations that I get, at the end of the day, I will decide to, share those with you. Okay, I'll go ahead and share them with you, and then we'll know how. I'll always share those on the group. Okay, and then we'll know how to take it off from there. All right. So these are the coins that I'm basically looking at this morning. I think I'm equally putting an eye on BOME. Let me open BOME quickly. Where do I have that? MAME. Yes, I'm equally looking at MAME as well. I'm equally looking at MAME as well. So you see almost all the tokens are below that daily range, right? All of them are below that daily range. So I'm still waiting for, confirmation. In the next 1 hour or thereabout, I'll be able to get a lot of confirmations on some of these tokens, whether we are going to go long or go short, and I'll share with you according to anyone that I'm going to trade. Those are the ones that I'm going to share with you. Okay. And then the same thing happens to book of meme, right? That's the full meaning. Book of memes. All right. So for this one, I'm looking for a long trade. If we do come down to this level down there at 0.0079, okay, 0.0079, 0.008. Those are the areas I'm looking at taking trades for this particular token. All right, guys, these are the tokens that I'm looking at for the week. These are the ones that I want to trade. I want to take trades on. Okay, as we progress in this week and whatever it is. Okay. So basically for BTC, I will allow it. If I get BTC down to maybe 60,000 or thereabout, I'll be looking for buys, all right, to the upside. With the hope that I think the Hong Kong ETF approval will be, I'll be trading. It has already been approved, but the trading will start 30th of this month, which is tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow. So I expect a whole lot of activities, volatility coming into the market, depending on the volume, all right, that is coming in. That could push the market up, all right, for it and then for BTC as well. But let's see how it goes. Okay, let's see how it goes. Whichever way, all right, we are all in the trade. By the way, how is it going? Those of you who followed up with the trading challenge, okay, we did a 30-day trading challenge. Though I was not constant, okay, that is why I stopped posting about the trading challenge and all of that. But for the few days that I've traded, I'm going to, draw my conclusion, okay, based on the result I've gotten so far from when I came back. All right. So we continue again from 1st of May, and we'll continue another challenge, and it goes on and on and on. So if you have participated in that challenge, just share your experience with me. How is it going, guys? Okay, have you been making money? Have you lose all your money, or have you lose half of your money, or have you actually made any progress so far? Let me know, guys. Let me know. I would like to, what the experience was like. Okay, but be rest assured that for me, all right, we're going to do this very often, and then we'll see how we can do this trading together, guys, to avoid a lot of losses and all of that. All right. So that's basically what I'm looking at today. If you have any of the tokens that you are looking at, you want us to analyze together, put them on the chat. Okay, put them on the chat. Let us look at it together and all of that. All right. So for those of you who like trading, the meme coins on the Solana ecosystem and the rest, I'm still holding on to my gummy. All right. And remember, you can go farm the gummy on the 𝗘𝗍𝗶𝗴𝗀 website. Okay. Maybe the next airdrop will be for those who have been farming the airdrop there. So go there and farm the airdrop and get it for free. So I'm still holding on to gummy. I'm still holding on to my waffles. All right. And then the other one is the Mumu coin. All right. The Mumu coin. So I shared all of this with you. I don't know how many of you are still holding on to that. But Mumu or whatever the name of that token is. All right. The stock actually did very well during the weekend, but right now it's actually down. And I'm planning to buy more if it continues to go down. Okay, I'm planning to add to my position if it continues to go down. Those are just the main coins that I'm holding for long. Aside that, every other thing I do is to flip them for profit immediately, right? Once it goes up, I take, and then once it comes down, before I start making some losses, I'll just close the trade and exit the market. Okay, so that's basically what I have for you guys this morning. All right, this morning, just let's wait for all of these things to play out. I won't be able to stay on the live section for the next 1 hour or thereabout. But whichever way, once I see all of those confirmations, we can go to as low as the 15 minutes time frame and start looking for trades from there. Okay, start looking for entries from there, and we'll see how it goes. All right. So yeah. So going forward, for those of you who decide to join me on stage, okay, if you want to join me on stage and share, your experience with us, share your screen, share analysis, ask questions, you let me know, okay? Let me know. I'll be sending you links to join me on stage, all right? But we can pay attention to this level here, guys. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me, guys. Smash that like button, all right, before you leave. Smash that like button. We'll do this very often. I'll try to make sure that every other thing is, is fixed, most especially with the mic. I'm always having issue with that mic of the thing. I don't know what the issue is, but I'll try to fix that. But I guess I'm still very clear, right? If I'm clear to this extent, just let me know, guys. Who is still here with me, all right? Leon, if I'm still clear to this level, okay, Chinaza, I have Chinaza, I have Moses, I have Leon, a lot of you, right? Just let me know if I'm still very clear to this extent. Then if it is, I think we should be working with this for now until we get something better, okay? We can be working with this for now until we get something better, right? All right. Thank you, 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗴𝗴𝗀. Thank you, 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗴𝗴𝗀, for confirming that. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Okay. Is that 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗀, right? Is it 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗀 or whatever? I should just 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗀 Studio, right? Thank you too for confirming that, guys. Thank you too. Let me know what token are you trading. If you're holding any trade, what are the trades you are looking at this morning, guys? What are you looking at? What are the trades you are looking at? Let me know on the chat. Which of the trade are you holding, or which one do you intend to enter into right now? I'll still do another live section some later in the evening. Okay, it all depends on. Okay, I see that Bybit is listing the WIF token on spot, right? Yeah, Bybit is listing the WIF on spot. So see how you can take advantage of that, all right? Let me check. Yeah, it's now they are listing that on their spot market. So maybe there could be a lot of volatility going up. Okay, Obiora, yeah, thank you. All right, maybe that's your YouTube name. So thank you for confirming that, Obiora. Leon, thank you too for being here. All right, so I guess we'll just go this way, right? Since I'm clear this way, we'll just go with the mic. I'm using the camera's mic. I thought attaching a mic to it would make it work better, but I guess I just wasted my money. Anyone who is into content creation, okay, I'll do giveaway for you with this mic. I think you can use the mic on the phone. Yeah, you can use this on your phone and you can use it on a camera, okay? So if you're into content creation and all of that, let me know. Reach out to me on Telegram, okay? Maybe I'll do giveaway for you with this, all right? I actually bought this. It's quite expensive. The money I used to buy this will start is a trading, a startup capital for, Fisher Street. That would actually give you money to buy more mic. But yeah, I'll do giveaway for this. If this is not working, I'll use the mic or I'll get a wire mic for the camera. I think wire mic will solve this issue of back and forth and all of that. All right, wire mic will solve this issue of back and forth. Okay, Leon is short on near. Let me look at near. Let me quickly look at near and see what. Any coin you short, okay, any coin you short, if you woke up as early as 4 a.m. or thereabout, any coin you started shorting from there should be in profit right now, okay? Just that I cannot be streamed as early as that, all right? But that is the time actually my trading day starts from as early as 3, 4, and all of that, all right? So let's look at near USDT. So if you want to become a trader, there are, extra miles, there are sacrifices that you need to actually pay. Okay, there are sacrifices you need to waking up early, staying awake during the night. If you're in this part of the world, okay, our own time zone here, okay, the next day on TradingView begins by 1 a.m. All right, the next day begins by 1 a.m. So take advantage of all of that, okay, which is why I have this daily range. I always take advantage of the daily range, all right? So if I see the high for that day, the low for that day, I look at them, right? When I'm trading a particular token, I want you to go clear the high for the previous day and start coming back down, or go clear the low for the previous day and then start going back up. Okay, that's basically what I'm looking at. All right, so for near, what risk to reward ratio are you looking at? Leon, what risk to reward ratio are you looking at? I don't know where your entry. Okay, I think you posted that on Telegram, right? Let me check the Telegram and see what risk to rewards you're looking at for near trade. 5 to 50x leverage. That's serious. Okay, you entered at 6.9, which is at current market price, and you're looking at 5.1. Okay, let me see 6.9, 5.1. Sorry, short trade. It's short. And your stop loss is, let me see, stop loss is 7.2, 5.1, 7.2. 7.2 should be somewhere around there. And then you're looking at 5.1. Wow. That's actually quite massive. If this plays out, that's a good risk to reward ratio anyway. That is if it plays out, right? That is if it plays out. You're already in the trade and it's running in profit. So anybody who is in this trade, okay, what are we looking at first? Okay, my first TP for this, all right. If you have not done that already, if you have not set up a TP already, okay, if you have not TP'd already, depending on the leverage, because I saw 5 to 50x leverage. Definitely, if I use a 50x leverage and enter this trade, if I use a 50x and enter this trade, I should have closed like half of my position already, right? Because from that 5.9, right, that you enter this trade, you should be, let me see, with the current price right now, you should be already in by, yeah, almost 2%, right? So with the 50x leverage, that's huge, right? That's huge. So, but basically what I'll be looking at here is, first, I'll look at this area here, okay? I'll look at this area here. This area, I'll close first, trade there at that 6.7. close like half of my position at that 6.7, allow the trade to run. Okay, I move stop loss to break even. Then at 6.6, my stop loss will still be at break even, depending on the amount you enter this trade with, right? Maybe one will go below that area. Then that $5 level, anything that will make us go below this $6.6 level or near, okay, then your $5 target is sure. Not 100% actually, because we still have $6 level down here, right? 6.1, we still have that area down there for 6.1 before you talk about 5.1, which is around 5.1 is still very far, right? So we have 6.1, which is another level. We have that area there at 5.6 before you even talk about 5.1, where the major profit, where the major or the TP level is at. All right. But if you use a 5x leverage, you should be up right now. Whatever leverage, even if it is 2, 3x leverage, you should be in profit right now for near. So near is still going very well. What I'll be looking at if I'm in this trade, 6.7, I'm closing part of my trade, okay, with stop loss at break even, and then I'll close another one at 6.5, okay, 6.59, and then the next target will be around maybe 6.1 or thereabout, or even down to $6 level. All right, so that's basically what I'm looking at. But pay attention to this level of 6.77. Okay, pay attention to this level of 6.77 because market could bounce from here. All right, 6.77. Pay attention to that and see how you play around with this. Okay, for those of you who are beginners who are just starting, you know, for that trade that Leon shared, he didn't put TP1, TP2, TP3. Okay, some of you, I don't know. You always wait for the full TP, even when you are seeing profit, right? Because it has not gone to 5.1. Look at where 5.1 is. If you are looking at full TP, let me show you where 5.1 is. Okay, which is a good thing actually if this team plays that, right? If this team plays that, it will require a, maybe, I don't know, one war happening somewhere or US selling the whole of their Bitcoin for this market to dump immediately. Will it play out? Yes, but will it happen immediately? No. It could take days before this thing can play out. All right, it could take days before. I'm looking at the market on the 1 hour time frame. All right, let's just project what we are looking at. Say we enter this trade from here down to that level there. Okay, from what the measurement tool is telling us that it can take us to 2 days, 2 to 3 days, right, for that to play out. All right, if you are patient enough to hold on to that for that long, yes, then you are lucky that you could actually make some profit. But what I'm telling you right here, okay, the nearest level or the where you should place your priority right now is first that $6.77 level, and then another one will be at that 6.68, 6.6, okay, 6.6 on the dot. Those are the areas you should be looking at TPing on this particular trade. All right, so that's basically yeah, it's a 1 to 5, okay. 1 to 5 is what Leon is looking at. That's what he just said here. That's yes, 1 to 5. So it's a good one if you play that right, but it won't play out in a day. It can take you 2 to 3 days for that to play out. All right, for this to happen today alone, it means something bearish need to happen, maybe news somewhere or thereabout, and BTC start dumping, then you can see near following suit. All right, is having long term is that is swing trees. BTC good when price is low. His name is Worthy. I'm trying to understand. Is having long term, that is swing trades, BTC good when price is low? Well, it depends on the direction you are looking at, right? It depends on the direction you are looking at. Now, when we talk about swing trade, it doesn't mean that the trade will be going against you. You continue to hold on to it. All right. Swing trade doesn't mean the trade will be going against you and then you continue to hold on to it. Okay, that would be suicide mission. All right. For instance, we are talking about near, okay, with the 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. All right. For this 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio to happen, all right, it could take you up to 2 days. Anything that is more than 24 hours is a swing trade. All right. Any trade that is more than 24 hours is a swing trade. So it could take you up to 2 days for this to play out. Now, that 2 days for this to play out, it means that the trade is still going in your favor. Right now, we are looking at near at 6.8. Maybe the next moment is 6.7. The next moment is 6.6. We are still in that trade. You can hold on to that trade for maybe the next 7 days, for as long as it's going in your favor. All right, you can still hold on to that trade for as long as it's going in your favor, which is why the TP area needs to be bigger than the stop loss area. Okay, for stop loss, I don't think if this thing is going against you, stop loss is about 3%. Okay, 3.2%. Right, if you put stop loss at the exact area, it's about 3%. So if this market goes up by 3% today alone, you don't, have to be in that particular position that you are. So yes, swing trade can work whether the market is low or the market is up. All right, it all depends, but only hold on to hold longer to your trades when it is in profit. All right, don't hold, because the reason why some of us get liquidated, lose the whole of our capital, is because a trade is going against you, and then you are very optimistic that it will come back in your favor. Maybe you are looking at the next level here, and when it gets there, it will come back. It gets there, it didn't come back. Okay, maybe when it gets there, you say, oh, it's liquidity grab, it will come back. It will not come back. That trade is going against you. And when you are using cross margin, guys, there are those of you who manually add margin to your position, and those of you who use cross margin. There is no difference between the two of you. All right. So if you use cross margin, you will lose more than you should have if you were using isolated. Okay. There is a limit to what your margin can carry. Okay. If I go into a trade with a margin of $10 and I'm using 10x leverage, there is a limit to what that can carry. Once the $10 is exhausted and you manually add margin or you are using cross margin, you will be losing more than expected. Okay, more than you should lose if you were entering that trade. So always learn how to blend the margin size, okay, the stop loss, and your leverage to be able to stay in the market for long. Okay, give the market the space to breathe. It's not all about using 50x leverage or using 3x leverage. Once you blend your margin, okay, the stop loss, first you look at the stop loss where you want to, exit that trade if it goes against you. And then you look at the margin you want to enter the trade with. And inside that margin, you should be able to tell yourself how much you are willing to lose. All right, how much you are willing to lose. Guys, everything is going to be explained, most especially risk management and the rest, okay? Leon and I are preparing a course for you, beginner guide, okay, from beginners to advanced level. That course is going to be as cheap as possible. It is meant to help you. And then subsequently, for those of you who are in that course, what we'll do for you is to be having choose a day in a week where we can be having meetings together, get all your questions, teach you more about technical analysis and all of that. So be ready for that, okay? Be ready for that. We'll be launching that hopefully by next week or this weekend. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, okay? If you want to learn everything technical analysis and how to trade, okay, crypto and all of that, then the knowledge you acquire here from your technical analysis, you can implement it if you are trading stock or forex and the rest. Okay, so yes, you can hold on to long trade. His name is Worthy. You can hold on to long trade, but I'm telling you, only hold on to long trade when it is going in your favor. All right, don't be foolish to hold on to losing trades longer than you should hold on to. Isaac, please, the Telegram link is in the video description. Okay. Telegram link is in the video description. So this video, you are streaming live right now on YouTube. Let me see. This video you are streaming right now on YouTube. If you go, okay, let me open for you and show you. So if you go to YouTube, the video you are streaming right now, let me move this so that doesn't distract me. Okay, let that load up, all right? I'll show you where to get the link is in the video description, actually. I can't explain more than that. All right, the link is in the video description. So if you are not on Telegram, make sure that you go join, okay? Okay, this doesn't want to load, and I wonder why. Just go click on the show more option, right? In the video description, click on the show more option. You should be able to see the link to join Telegram in the video description, right? You should be able to see the link to join Telegram. Yes. So once you click on the more option, right? The first link there is to sign up with Bybit, all right? The second link there is to join on Telegram, right? This is the second link there to join us on Telegram. That's basically where you find the link to join Telegram, all right? So yeah, that's basically, that's everything we have for you guys now. So we'll keep paying attention to all of the tokens that we want to trade and see how these things will play out, right? My number one priority for now is, let's see, is breadth, okay? I think I'm short on breadth. I'll take it long if it goes, yeah, it's still going very well, okay? It's still going very well and all of that. So let's see how that goes, and then we'll take it long when it comes back up. Okay, guys, smash that like button, right? Smash that like button. All right, we'll try as much as we can to teach you everything you need to know. For those of you who want to learn, I know some of you are just here to make money without the knowledge, okay? You just want to depend on signals and all of that. And what I can do for you for free is, I won't lie to you guys, okay? If you really want to succeed in trading, okay, even if you like, pay for the best signals in the world, all right? If you cannot understand basic things like spotting where support resistance levels are, okay, if you cannot understand how to use indicators like moving averages, if you don't understand how to use trend lines, if you don't understand what Fibonacci retracement tools are and how to use them, okay, even if you like, pay $1 million for signals, it won't help you at all, right? If your own is just to sit down, when they say buy, you buy, when they say sell, you sell, and you don't even know, and if you cannot even develop a risk management strategy for your capital, for your own capital, all right? I could be sending you signals with a $10 capital. I could be sending you signal with a $1,000 capital. I could be sending you signal, even if I send you signal with 100,000 capital and the rest, my risk tolerance and yours is not the same, all right? At the end of the day, it boils down to you managing your trade yourself, right? Even if I tell you enter now, you enter, exit now, you exit, even at that, there are basic things you need to understand. And that is exactly why that course is meant to teach you, okay, from beginner's level to advanced level. All right, there are basic things you need to understand. If you don't have the time to do your analysis, when the signal is sent, you should be able to take a look at the chart, even if it is just on the Bybit app alone, okay? Take a look at the chart and see, oh, this thing is at a critical level. Maybe I'll wait for a further confirmation before I enter this trade. Or I think this thing can reject 1% plus before it goes in this direction that this guy is projecting. And if you're a scalper, immediately you short, wait for that level you are looking at. When it gets to that level, you take a trade to the opposite direction and it works. Okay? So there are basic things you need to understand, even if you just want to solely depend on signals. All right? Depending on signals alone will not help you. Some of you are asking, where is the premium signal group? I want to join. How many signals will you be sending me if I join your premium signal? On the group alone, we'll send more than 10 signals a day. How many have you traded? Is it on the premium group now that you expect me to send you 20 signals? Will you be able to take all the 20 signals in a day? So there are basic things you need to understand, right? So if you really want to learn that, you have to enroll for that course. I will discuss with the team, okay? I will do like a bonanza for those of you who buy the course before it's officially launched, all right? There will be a bonus for you. And then when it's finally launched, we go to the normal price, okay? There will be a bonus definitely for all community members and all of that who want to participate, take advantage of that. So please be on the lookout and all of that. And then we'll accompany that with weekly live section, questions and answers, you know, live trades together. And then the YouTube live too will equally help you to learn more, right? The whole essence of this is not just to give you signals. Okay, I've just explained to you why I want to take either certain trades on the ones I'm looking at, whether to short or to long and all of that. Now, have I entered any of those trades? No, except for the bread that I entered as early as 4 a.m. All right. I've not entered any of those trades. I'm waiting for the confirmations and all of that. It's as simple as that. I may end up not taking any trade today if I'm not convinced. Does that make me lose money? No, I can take a trade tomorrow. I can take in the midnight and I'll still make back that money that I'm looking for. All right. So at times it could take you hours to get your confirmation. At times it could take you days to get your confirmations and all of that. Okay. So that's basically what I'm looking at. For instance, I've been following up with this token. Let me go to my other watch list. I've been following up with a particular token. Let me share that with you right now before. Okay, so for KSM, the first one is AR. Okay, that is if, and then this other one too that I've been following on with is KSM, right? Let it load, or let me just show you what I'm actually looking at. Okay, so if I look at the higher time frame for this particular token, let me show you what I mapped out, all the areas that I've mapped out here. So at times it can take, you know, a while for whatever, you know, you are looking at to play out. Okay, sorry, let the chat load up so that you see what I'm looking at. Okay. Yeah, so these are the levels that I'm looking at, right? These are the levels that I'm looking at. First, you know, I use the moving average. Okay, if you see my moving average, you see that each time we go to the moving average, we come down. All right. First, we were in this uptrend, and then we broke below that moving average, came back to the moving average, went down. Okay, came back again, went down, and this is the next time we are coming back here. Okay, but I've supported this with this trend line. All right, I've supported this with this trend line for as long as this moving average. Okay, I'm looking at this. Actually, this on the daily time frame, but currently I am on the 8 hours time frame. Right, you see it's the higher time frame. Remember, there was a post I made that if you are just beginning, right, instead of trading on the 15 minutes time frame, why not do 1 hour time frame? Okay, instead of trading on the 1 hour time frame, why not trade on the 4 hours time frame? Trading on the higher time frame, most especially when you use indicators, will help you a lot than just trading. You want to do 1 minute, you want to do 5 minutes, and the rest. Okay, it will help you a lot, and then the win rate will actually be something reasonable for you. Right, it will be something reasonable for you. All right. So the next thing I'm waiting for is a break of this trend line before I can actually start going on. But each time we touch this trend line and I see a sign of rejection, I'm taking a trade back. Okay, but right now, since we rejected from here, we came back to this level. All right, there is a resistance there that we need to break even before we talk about the resistance, which is the trend line. Let me make that trend line bolder so that you'll be able to see. Okay. Okay, so for my long setup, there are two resistance levels that I'm looking at. One is the one that I'm using the trend line, okay, as, all right, the trend line is a resistance for me. And then we have this horizontal resistance here, which we came back to, rejected, and now we are going back down, right? So if we break out of this one, break out of the trend line, guys, the next thing is I can ride this trade to as high as that level of 44, $50 level upward. All right, so that's basically what I am looking at for on KSM. Okay, in case you want to trade, but if we continue to go down, all right, the next level I'm looking at is see that this market comes down to maybe around $20, $21, $22 level. Then I'll be looking for buy from here to the upside. All right. Then the other one I shared, I think the first day I went live when my audio was not good. Okay, is AWIV, which is ARO-USDT. Let me see if those setup I did are still available for you. Let's see. I'm looking to buy AWIV, but I want to buy at $20. All right, I'm looking to buy AWIV, but I want to buy AWIV if we get to, I don't know, maybe $20 or so. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so these are the areas that I mapped out. All right, these are all the areas that I mapped out. So the first trade I took, okay, the first trade I took was this one. Okay, we came back here. I was hoping that this will continue to descend, right? But I did share this thing with you guys that day, right? So if I do 1 hour time frame, this is what we're looking at, all right? That first day. So for AWIV, I told us that I'll continue to short. I started shorting from this area here, all right? Remember, you will say that this actually is stop loss, but I didn't enter the trade. It was not a limit order, right? I only waited for the confirmation. So with this candle, I just pushed down. This was the candle that gave me the mind to enter that trade. So we had this pin back candle followed by this bearish candle, and then the next candle I took a trade. Okay, So I was hoping that this will continue. This was the level I was looking for, right? So we came in here, I closed that trade. So I was hoping for this to continue. Then I took this one. This one actually came and hit stop loss because when I had this move here, I thought it would continue to go down, which is why this one triggered, but it hit stop loss and then it came back up. Now, right now, the trend line that I have here, actually have a trend line, sorry. This thing should be down. Okay, so my trading view is scattered. Let me go back to the 4 hours time frame and show you what's possible there. Okay, so look at this, right? I'm looking to take a long trade, but we just broke out of this trend line, right? We just broke out of this trend line here. Let me take away the moving average, the fee. Yeah, so we just broke out of this trend line, but if we come back down to that trend line again, looking at this level of maybe somewhere around that $31 level again, I'll be looking for long. All right. So I've actually been trailing this market for a very long time. All right. The first trade I entered, okay, I first started from here, all right, which came back up, and then I entered another one which gave me some profit and all of that. And I'm looking to buy back if this thing comes back to the first entry. Okay, my first entry was from here up to that trend line. I'm looking to buy with back then to around $23, $22 level. Okay, so at times you can trade this market and it takes time. At times, the profit comes in immediately, the trade triggers immediately, and you are good. But if not, you have to be patiently waiting for all of them to play out. And when it plays out, you will be the one, enjoying the wins and all of that. Okay, so learn how to be patient in the market and play the market accordingly. All right, guys, so thank you so much for your time. Just smash that like button. All right, smash that like button and we'll continue to push this every day. So for any trade that I see right now, from now, okay, I'll continue to scan the market. I'll share with you guys on the platform on Telegram. Okay, I will share all the trade setup with you on Telegram, and that's basically for it. That is basically it for today. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.